Thanks for tuning in to Motivational Talks with Max. Max Anderson here with Keller Williams Real Estate. Most recently, one of the newest agents, probably the newest agent to join the Keller Williams team here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. And in my Motivational Talks today, I want to share with you how an item at a thrift store really was my sign to make the big change. As you may or may not know, I was with the same brokerage in my community for over 20 years, the number one brokerage as a matter of fact, and myself actually one of the number one real estate agents in our area for many years. And it's a privilege to be part of that, learn from some of the best, and be part of a family of really amazing real estate agents who care deeply about their clients, and just really there's a reason they're number one, right? They do good business. But I was at a point in my career, reaching towards the sunset of my career in real estate, looking for systems and what I can't even think of what the right word would be. So just an opportunity for me to create that next chapter for myself with growing new real estate agents, doing referrals, doing those types of things. And in an independent brokerage, a lot of those tools and assets are just not available unless you create them yourself. And, I just realized that if they were going to be created, I would be doing it, and I didn't want to have to be the person to do that. So, I had this other opportunity that had all the systems in place that I could align myself with, and I was just waiting for that perfect sign to help me realize that is what I needed to do. So I had some conversations with my friend who is now my boss at the Keller Williams real estate office here in the Sioux. And early in the morning, I'd sent her a snapshot and said, so what kind of logo gear does your company have? And that was really early in the morning. I sent it to her, and it was a ball cap, actually. A red and white. Red is the Keller Williams logo color. So I sent her this ball cap photo, and I never really got a message back from her. I'm sure I sent it too early and she didn't see it. And, the day went by, other messages came in. She never really got back to me on that. And then she did eventually. But so this was the day. This was the end of the year, 2024. And that ball cap just was in my mind because I wear hats quite often. Well, stressing out mentally about trying to have that conversation with my current brokerage about wanting to make this big change and leave the company. I just, was struggling like I am right now, struggling with the words, like you're telling your family that you don't want to be part of the family anymore. And well, it was just such a hard conversation, probably a whole nother podcast another day. But the sign, looking for signs, getting your mindset on a big change, focusing and trying to put, a visual and vision boards. I'm a really big proponent for vision boards. So I had this vision, the red and the white, or the red, black, and white colors were just coming naturally to me. I was noticing more things that were red and white. And in my family, we go thrifting when we're stressed out. We go thrift shopping a lot for a lot of reasons, but when we're stressed, we tend to go to the thrift store to de-stress and find a good bargain, right? So that's what I did. I couldn't really find that courage to go have that conversation. So I went to the thrift store by myself, just kind of wandering, talking to myself, like, what is the sign? What am I looking for to really make this big decision to change brokerages after so many years and join a brokerage that just started. They're just a year under their belt, primarily all newer agents who are new in the market and just really growing their business, just starting to grow their business. Of course, the broker and the top producer there are very well respected real estate agents, but the other 7 are relatively new into the market and just really growing their business. So back to the thrifting, I'm walking through the store, and lo and behold, what catches my eye is this ball cap. KW, Keller Williams. and this is not a Keller Williams hat, but it was just the KW. It was the red, the black, and it's pretty cool there too. But it caught my eye, and I was like, no way, you know. And I sent that picture earlier to her with the ball cap. So I walked over and I grabbed it, and I was like, is this the sign? Is this the sign that I'm looking for? And I turned it around, and on the back it says, "The world's best," and that is part of their slogan. That they're the best. They're worldwide renowned brokerage. And so, you know, KW, this is a whole different brand. I think this is a trucking brand, but I didn't know. I just saw the KW, the colors, the theme. My heart just started to go faster. I'm like, I knew this was just the sign. And lo and behold, when I left the thrift store, I sent a picture to my now broker of the hat and said, this is unbelievable. You know, I'm just feeling the sign. But I still didn't have the courage to go back up and have that hard conversation with my family, if you will. And so I got sidetracked. I had to go pick up some Chinese food for my husband, which it wasn't really the plan. And I walked in, and I'd sent this picture to the other agent there that is a good friend of mine who I now work with, and said, can you believe this? Well, I thought she was out of town. And this was during the holidays. I didn't expect that when I walked in to the restaurant, she was opening the text message that I had sent her. She had gotten a new car. I didn't know that. That's why I didn't know she was in the restaurant. I walked in. She was reading the message I had sent her about the hat. And we hugged and tears. And it was just, those were just those signs that I needed to give me the strength to go back and have that hard conversation with my brokerage that I was in fact making the decision to leave. And I did that, and it was a bit emotional. And I think anytime you make a big change in your life, if there's not some emotion attached, then did it really matter? I mean, was it really that important to you? And in this case, it did matter to me. It mattered a lot, and it was a hard conversation. But I can tell you without a doubt, since that day, I have not been more alive when it comes to real estate, feeling excited. My mind is growing again. I'm surrounded by people who are energized about the real estate market and helping their clients. I'm surrounded by people who, and not that my other family wasn't that way. I had probably shut myself out of that feeling with them, because I knew I needed to do something different. And I found my different. I'm helping grow a brokerage here, a world-renowned known brokerage. It's going to take a while for our community to know the name Keller Williams Real Estate. We are Keller Williams Northern Michigan Properties, but the franchise Keller Williams is certainly known worldwide. They are the #1 agent brokerage, with #1 agents all across the world, quite frankly. And it is so exciting, and it is such a joy to be part of something new and something that lights me up again. So I am so grateful for my family and the foundation that I had, that I grew in real estate to become a veteran top producer. And that's what we call real estate agents is, if you're a top producer, that just means that you sell a lot of real estate and you do really well. And another sign that I had, a friend of mine, who will go nameless, said to me, she couldn't list her property with me because the company that I was with did not have the tools or the growth to help her market her property the way that she felt it needed to be done, being the way that internet is, say the internet, just the way that social media, internet, technology, that's the word, technology, the way that we just didn't use the right technology tools where we were at. Yeah, that came to me. So anyway, when she said that to me, you know, that just hurt. I was like, how could you think that I wouldn't work that hard for you? And it wasn't me, it was the tools that I had available in the situation that I was in. And now I have all the tools, I have all the support, and I have all the energy and excitement to bring this group of people forward in this community with their brokerage. And we're looking at, you know, just doing some really great things and it's just really exciting. And thank you for listening. If you got this far in the podcast, or if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you again. I will get better at doing this. It's not really easy talking to the camera. And I love to talk from stage. Like, that's the funny thing. When I have real interaction, I love a microphone and a stage. That's just what lights me up. But this is a little uncomfortable, but I am doing things that make me uncomfortable this year. And if you are too, I'd love to know that. I'd love to hear what your growth mindset is for 2025. Share below, share in the comments, message me, and I just want to say thank you again for listening. And if you see me at a thrift store, you know, like, I'm just looking for signs, if you will. So have a great day. Let's see, I didn't even try it on. Actually, when I bought it, I just kept it. Oh, it's cute. I like it. No one will ever know that it's not Keller Williams, right? It's just, let me see. I like it. So hopefully you get your signs in 2025 to step out of your comfort zone and do things. Learn from me, you know, my late 50s, and I'm still learning to try and to do new things and step out of my own way, my own comfort zone, and you can do it too. Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching and listening, and I'll be back on Motivational Talks, and like I promised, I will get better. Thank you. Bye.